Let's do. Hello and welcome back. Ages since I've done that. I don't know how long this is going to be or how well this is going to be at the beginning because I am loading a video at the same time at the moment. But after completing the Jersey Island maps, I thought, when I sat on the PC today, I thought, we'll have another look at this Manchester map, the map that kept crashing. And I believe that I can get it to run and not crash like it used to. Now, for those that are unfamiliar, this was the map where we was creating the entirety of the Manchester bus network. This was created way before the B network even was a thing. But we were creating the bus network for Manchester. As you can see, we went all the way out to Worsley. Got Little Hulton up here, so we can go up to there. Swinton, Pendlesbury, Flixton, Urmston. We've got Carrington, which we can go down now. So the 255 can come down here. We've got Sale, West Timperley, Altrincham, so we've got these that we can do. We've got a whole of Wivenshaw to do yet. Heel Green, Cheetham Hume, Woodford, Hazel Grove, Marple, Stockport, Hattersley's been done. Robotham, Gamesley. Got a few maybe in Glossoply we could possibly do. I don't think we've got much down there. Millbrook, Mossley, Leeds. We need to unlock Oldham. To unlock that we need £40,000, but we need to do that. Failsworth. We can't really do Failsworth until we've got Oldham. We can do that. But let me just quit this music out so I don't get copyrighted. So now on the Jersey map, what we did was we split all the routes up. So you had your inbound and outbound runs, which made the shifts look a little bit better. So I think, although it's going to be a complete pain in the jacksie to do it like that for this, because if we look at bus routes, we have we have 4 pages of bus routes. So that'd easily double to like 8 pages of bus routes once they have been split from an inbound and outbound sort of state. So I think we'll be leaving them as they are, essentially, for now. As we move in the future, we'll probably do split routes. So to go from there, we've got, and these are like the 143s, 142s, because that's West Didsbury there. That's the complex there. So with Woodford unlocked, we can do the old X57 or 42B. I don't think we've got a 42B, have we? No, we've got 42As. Yeah, so whether we can do a 42B or was it C? I can't remember. There was that many bleeding 42s. It was unbelievable. I think it was a B. Might have been a C actually. I can't remember. But we'll do the X57 over to Woodford. We'll give that a go. See if we can work that one out, and then we can go from there. So straight off we need to zoom into this utter hellhole down here. Routes, a new route, our own route. Yeah, I know how to build a line because this map was done before. 42. Oh, we'll do the X50. Right, we'll call it the 42B, and we'll just go from there. So we'll have it on that stop. I know it came out. See, Portland Street has actually got 2 bus stops there. Portland Street. We'll see if this crashes, then I'll just give up with doing it like this. But I do actually want to try and get this to do it down there. Whitworth Street, Oxford Road. Come down Oxford Road. So some of the problems was that I just didn't have, I don't think the computer could handle what I was actually asking of it, but since then I have upgraded slightly, so we should be in a little bit of a better stance to do it now. Where are we now? Winslow Road, Fellowfield Road, Wivington. There's a few bus stops in here that haven't been included in any of the other routes. And then we go Didsbury New Road, round there. See, it's loaded new map data as well, which will have impacted on the information we have here. One there, then it would come round Kingsway there. Yeah, that's right. Then it would come down here. And then round onto here. This will now test my route knowledge to see if I actually remember where the bleeding hell it went. Oh no, it didn't go there. It went there opposite the post office. And then came down here. Yep, then down here. God, this is a test of knowledge. Onto here. Station Road. Then there's a roundabout. It would go this way. These were the right, left roundabouts. Hang on, I'm a bit lost. Grove Lane, so I need to go down that one. So it actually turned there. That should be a mini roundabout there, not a T-junction. And then down here, I'm interested to know why these bus stops are already in use. I've got something turning round there. We'll have a look. It might be a pre-route I did, and then yeah, then it went down here. Oh, that's really screwed that up. There you go, that's happy at that now. Oh no, that screwed that up. Nope. It's not a one-way road. There we go. And then you went round here, Bramall. You had an annoying timing point here. Oh, it's getting touchy already. Woodford Road. These were mini roundabouts. And we came up Woodford Road. Now it went two different ways. We'll do the Jenny Lane approach, which was down here. We was doing it fully, you'd split them up, so you had some going down Jenny Lane and some not. But the way this game works, that will cover pretty much. The only difference was it used to come down here. So, you know. And then that was the terminus there, where we'd spin round there. So this is the 42B outbound. Yeah, do that. It should do it automatically then, actually. Saves me a lot of messing about. I can see it working it out. Just make sure it doesn't do anything ridiculous. Looks like it's doing it correctly. There we go. Yeah, I know how the timetable works. Thank you, tutorial. Finish at 9. Yeah, 8 o'clock. Start 5:30. 5. Every 30 minutes, driving every 60. Yeah, activate it now. Creating the shifts. So now if we jump down into here. We need a few bus drivers here at Hyde Road. But I've like got 6 million lockers here. An office that's way oversized. Oh yeah, I'm making a locker room, wasn't I? Right, staff. Should do the trick. Shifts. There we go. Like that. It should. Now, if we have a look at, so we had Woodford. What service was this? Oh, the 313. Yeah, that was the one that went down there because it went over to the airport. That's fine. We've got the 192. Technically, we're not far off. Let me have a look at Whalley Bridge. Because that's the Tesco's. I wouldn't say we're that far off from being able to do a 199. We just need a lot more money. Because we got like the High Lane and... Did we get to Glossop? We did, so we could do is it a 394 that went Glossop to Stepping Hill? Sure, it's a 394. Sure, it was. Not 100% sure on that one. My big question is whether I've got enough buses, to be honest. I don't even know what this is even looking like at the moment. Tickets. Need to lower that a bit. That's why my money's down. Because I have a shite ton of loans out. Right, okay. We've got Sale as well, so we can do some buses around Sale. Really, I need to get rid of the loans, because the loans... Excuse me. Then again, the loans aren't too much. Stuff that are costing. Still like 300 odd quid. Ticket inspectors. Presume I can either hire ticket inspectors or we just get them. Have a look at staffing. Ticket inspectors. We'll hire some of them. Charlie Smith. Hire. Good evening. Let me... hi Stefan. 394 goals, Glossop to Stepping Hill, pal. Thank you, I thought it was. God, my knowledge is ropey. I remember some of it. It went straight Glossop, Gamesley, didn't it? Hang on. Glossop, Gamesley, Charlesworth. And then, if I remember rightly, buggered off like down this road. Round into Marple. And then... I remember it coming out somewhere on the A6. I think it came out here on the A6. Facing whatever this is. But I could be wrong. Or did it carry on down here? No, it can't have carried on down there because that would come out back of Stockport. Marple. Hang on, let me... Right, so it went through Charlesworth. I remember it went down here. Followed this road, went round there. Yep, round that tight bend. Marple Bridge. Yeah, then it went up. Come down here, I think. Up here. Through Marple Bridge. I think it followed this road. Went round there. Then it must have peeled off somewhere. I don't remember it coming down the back. But your map of it somewhere will be really good at home, but not very good here. I I seem to remember it coming down here or something. I think that's the dip. There in Marple. I seem to think it went this way. And come out on London Road. And then it went down here. Because Stepping Hill is here. That's Stepping Hill there. And it didn't go up the A6, it came down the A6, so it had to come out like there. Or there. And it didn't share much route with the 199. So it must have come... I am going back years now from when I did it driving for High Peak. I can't quite remember. Have we got any spare buses? Ashton's not got enough drivers. But on a Wednesday they do. And today, let's have a look. We've got any spares. We've got some buses that don't do very much. But no spares. It joins the A6 at High Lane and then goes through Hazel Grove. Oh yeah, it joined there. Because you got the... Yeah, so it joined here. So it came down this road. Somewhere. Don't remember it being on a roundabout. You got that triangle there. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. I remember the roundabout. I think it went over that roundabout and went down this way. And then came in here. And it either joined at High Lane at this set of traffic lights or this set of traffic lights. For some reason I want to say it's that set of traffic lights. It joined High Lane. It's a bit difficult without a Google Earth view of it. Because then you went that way, which is a bus lane. Yeah, that makes sense, that, Stefan. I was in the right ballpark, I was just the wrong part of the A6. Hang on, you got the little bridge there. I'm wondering if it went over that little bridge. I remember there being a little... Oh no, you had the little bridge there. Yeah, you only went over one little bridge. So that would have continued and joined at High Lane here. Well, that's something we can look at doing. Or attempting to do. But as we've got a lack of spare buses, I think we need to get some spare buses. Which means having a look at Hyde Road and seeing if we got... Yeah, we got plenty of spare... I say spare parking spots. Obviously we've got buses that are parking in spots that are unassigned, so I think we need to assign some parking spots so then we can know what's what. But obviously some of these liveries, they've gone to black, so I'm presuming Windlehurst Road it's called, wherever that is. Back to this map again. Hazel Grove, High Lane. I think that's Andrea Lane. This road is that unimportant, they've not bothered naming it, which is handy. It's not named on this map, but that one there, they've got down as Andrew Lane. And then this one is whatever that is. So yeah, I'd say that it's that road. I remember it being a main set of traffic lights, so I'd say it's that road. Right, what else? These have all got parking spots. Oh yeah, I remember I was giving them all flipping proper fleet numbers. We've casually got a Blackpool Transport bus. Now, I think we've got some parking spaces, but I think buses, I think we're going to be struggling on. Because 45,000, we can only get 2. We've got 2 more. What we'll do is we'll go stick the 255 in. And oh, we needed some more staff, didn't we, for Ashton? We need to physically go to... Yes, I know. Ashton. Staffing. There we go. We got enough now. Right, and then we need to go back over to Road, which is on line 1. Right, so we can stick, because we've got Carrington, and we have Partington here. So we can stick the 255 route in. It's not going to be 100% accurate because of how I'm going to do this, but, you know, we can do our best. Now, the 255, let's do new routes. Let's just make sure we haven't already put it in. I think we've done... Oh, no, 255. Where do we stop? At the old turning circle. Edit route. Carrington Road, Morris Road, Morris Grove. So after there, we need to add in. Oh dear. We need to add in the extra bus stops. Back down to there, which is no problem. We must have put this in when we didn't have the roads unlocked for here. Where are we now? We're Central Partington. Do there. And then we veer off down here. Round this stupid horseshoe. Down here to there. And then we come back out. Then we'd go... Everything sort of went the same way round Partington because it wasn't a big enough estate. well, the roads weren't big enough. Plus, it let you get away easily from the locals. And then it was back out. Partington was the sort of place that you only stuck around it in your bus if you didn't like the vehicle and didn't like your windows being intact, shall we say. Other than that, it was a quick in and out as quick as you possibly can, because you don't want to sit there for too long. Right, that's that now actually updated. There we go. So that's quite simple. No, that won't update till tomorrow. So the 255 has actually been done. So on this side, the stagecoach stuff has been done. We've got the 15 with the 256, the 255, and that's really as far as stagecoach went that way. Sale, nothing's been done yet. Not even touch sale, but is it the 263, Stefan, I believe, if you're still watching, that did Manchester to, is it Altrincham or does it terminate at sale, the 263? I think it's Altrincham, isn't it? And yeah, the local welcoming committee that you'd get at Partington was overwhelming. You had party poppers and everything. Those party poppers normally went straight through your window, though. Oh, we are like sort of struggling a bit with stuff. What's this? I think this is a 76, but stops at yeah, 76, but it stops here at Failsworth. That is Failsworth Day Drive, because I haven't unlocked Oldham yet. So I think we need to, as soon as we get 40,000, we can go up that way as well, and then we can complete that. Aldringham here. Where is the bus station in Aldringham? There. That's the bus station there. I'm not too sure on that one. I know it goes all the way down the main road here, all the way in, but I'm not too sure on the 263 whether it ever turns off the, yeah, rest in pieces, whether it actually turns off anywhere to go into the bus station. Oh, well, not the bus station, but anywhere on the route. I'm pretty sure it's just a straight run, isn't it, from Manchester to Aldringham, once it's done all the faffing about in Manchester. And this is the problem, I'm trying to remember stuff. Because I never did the 263. We did the Aldringham Metrolink, which that went flipping everywhere, man. Don't think there was places where that didn't go. But I think it was venturing out this side of things. I think it would be handy to get a depot this side. Otherwise, stuff's going to have to run out of service from Hyde Road over here. Because we got Hyde Road, stuck in Dorbank, and Ashton as well. Has been stuck in. I think it's straight road from Chester Road straight to Altrincham. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I think it is. But I think I need to add another depot, and money's just not being like too kind, and the willingness to use public transport at the moment is like not very much. I'm not too sure why. Probably the fares are probably too high. 12. Yeah, the weekly ticket is a bit steep. Stick that down. Did I do? No, I didn't do the oh God, what was it? Was it the 291, Stefan? Yeah, it followed the 25. No, it followed the 250. Didn't it? Because I'm sure the 263 did the College of Music. A couple of turns in Sale, but then but doesn't deviate from the main road to yeah, that's what I thought. But I'm sure the 263 did the Royal College of Music, and it followed the 250 from like Trafford Bar. So it did a 256 to Trafford Bar, I think. And then no, did a 256 to Trafford Bar. Then from Trafford Bar, I'm pretty sure it did a 250 into town. I'm pretty sure. Hi Jake Travels. 291 to Trafford Park. Yeah, that did go all over the place. That is one I can do here. Because we've got the Trafford Centre and everything. And I could probably put that to run like every 2 hours or something. But which way did the 291 come out of town? I think the 291 came out like a 15, didn't it? And the X50 at the time, it came out down Portland Street, Deansgate, and then round to Trafford Bar. Thank you, Jake. Much appreciated. Then the Trafford Bar. Then it went round the Sky Anchor, didn't it? Then weaved its way around Trafford to the Trafford Centre. Let's give that a go. Let's make sure we haven't got it already. No, we don't. Right. On bus route 291. Will the game withstand this one? Right. Piccadilly Gardens. And then it won't have stopped at Charlotte Street, because nothing stopped there. It would have gone all the way down to Chepstow Street, Bridgewater Hall, and then over there, Deansgate Station. No, didn't go that way. The Viaduct. Across there, Chester Road, and then came up this one. I'm sure it did anyway. I didn't do the 291 that often. God, that's how long I've not streamed for, that 114 still comes up as streaming elements. Wow. Need to sort that out. Then Trafford Bar. Then it went round here, but went round there instead. Down this way. Past the War Museum, like the old X50 used to do. Did the 291 do? I don't remember the 291 doing Oxford Road. I remember it being a straight run like the X50. I'm sure it did. Do you know what would be handy right now? The 6 billion route notes I used to have. well, we're going this way anyway. Did the War Museum, then we went up here. And then we went down here, the village circle. Oh dear, oh. The game stumbled. We went over there. Mellors. Then we got to here. Guinness Circle. Guinness Road. The trading estate. Then we went this way. Over the bridge. Then into the Trafford Centre. Yeah, there we go. The 291 followed. Thank you, Jake. Transport Systems 32. Hello. I'm alright, thank you. I'm not that desperate. Right, I'm following what used to be the 291. We'll have it run every 2 hours. Because the amount of people actually using the service was unbelievable. Run that now. Shifts, little free count hide road. There we go. The timetable for the 291 is dated from 2012, so it probably would have changed. Yeah, I reckon. I'm not doing timetables, not in this one. There's too much. It was a nightmare doing the Jersey maps for the timetables. For this, there'd just be too much. So, alright, that's another route done. See, this is where I will struggle in parts of this because I only ever really remember the stagecoach routes because that's what I drove. So, what's this one that we got going on over here? Oh, the 50. Yeah, that was another route that went bleeding everywhere. Did I do this? Oh no, I think that's the 34 that's there, not the 38. Yeah, the 34. I could technically do... Oh, I think I could do... No, I can't do the 38 because the 38 is just off the map here. But I reckon if I get another extension to the north, we should be able to do it. To the north, £45,000. Bluebird and Gold Goodwins are listed as running it. Yeah, that is going back then, isn't it? The other one that I wouldn't have a clue where it went would have been the X58, which was Flixton non-stop. Only ran like, well, it ran what, once in the morning and once in the evening. Or did it even run in the evening? I'm sure it ran in the evening. But I remember it was only like twice a day it ran. It was ridiculous. I'm on a registered bus route for that. I know the X58 one. Yeah, I don't think it's worth putting it in here because I'd have to do a custom timetable for it. Not that a custom timetable would be very difficult. Just make it run once in the morning and once in the evening. But, yeah. Just wait for this upgrade. to come through, and then I think this is the 135 here. Yes, then we'll be able to extend the 135 out. What's this one? Is that the 42? 118. See, I could do with adding Middleton depot in, so I can run the 118 and that from there. But I don't know if you can change. Can I change? Yeah, I can. I can change what depot runs a route. Because Middleton is just up from here as well, and that would be sort of like the next logical step. Because I also do know all the Middleton routes. Well, used to. About 4 years ago. Toilet, but I need some the X50. I believe it was our Greenville champion that ran the X50 at our X58 at our depot, and that was not too bad. Have you got the marathon run that is the 41 on there? I don't think so. Not really touched that side of Manchester yet. Because I don't know what it was when I was playing this. It was sort of, I think it was still in beta, and it was still freaking out at the fact I was trying to do a map the size of what I was doing. Do we have Bury now? Whitefield, Redcliffe, or do we not quite? No, we get Bolton. Whitefield. No, Bury's the next one up, isn't it? Yeah, Bury. So we still can't finish the 135 route. We still need another map upgrade on top of that. And that's now 50,000, and we still need to do network coverage. Well, we got network coverage for that, but we got Oldham now. So with Oldham, we can extend the 76 to do what it's supposed to do. So if we go... No, I've not got the 41. That is a marathon route. That would run out of Middleton, that. Well, it was in the evening. We can add that one in. I think we need to get some money and get Middleton built, basically. And then we can start routing stuff from Middleton, which will make more sense. So, but the 76, edit the route. We need to know what this last stop is here. Well, it Failsworth Day Drive. Where is that? In here, Briscoe Lane. Well, it's not Briscoe Lane. It's past that. Oh, it's down as Lord Lane Day Drive. There. So we actually want the post office as that one. Then we want to put that stop in. And then it would go up here. And down this horrible road. Along here. Did it do... Oh, it looks different. It's Hollins Road. It wasn't by the Asda, it's by the fire station. are we here? That was wood houses. We didn't go wood houses. Hang on, oh yeah we did. Yeah, because we went up there. We did opposite Douglas School. Yeah, then here. Then we turned here because that was, if you remember, Stefan, that's them. That was that horrible one. Don't go onto Roman Road instantly. Where are we talking here? Did it go? See, because I've got half the route going back now. I think it went down that way on a school, didn't it? Because we had one that was a school run. Went that way. Yeah, then it turned up and over the motorway. Yeah, I thought, yeah, it's just getting my bearings. It's so different looking at it as a map like this that's, well, let's be honest, it's quite poorly drawn, isn't it? Than what we are used to. Yeah, because then, right, yes. So then we join. Yeah, we went then, you did a right here. You went down this road. Yeah, and then you went round Limeside, another place that if you liked your windows, you didn't stop. We went up Limeside, Elm Road. Then, yeah, that's, yeah, Trough Gate where some of them finished. Then you struggled to get out onto Hollins Road. You come up Hollins Road. Then this is actually a mini roundabout. And then you would struggle to navigate yourself up Copster Hill. And then out onto Oldham, because the 74 would come out of there. And then it was round here. And then Oldham West Side. And then the same coming down. This is going to freak the hell out, this. Come down here. Then you'd come back down here. We need to get back down to day drive and then we don't have to do any more after that. Because that's then when the previous part of the route will kick in. There's the timing point. Trough Gate. See, they used to put a timing point on the 76 on Limeside St Chad's. And that was like, yeah, you didn't stop there. There was a shop there that was always enticing in the hot summer months to get a drink, but you could guarantee that if you went in there, you'd come out and your bus would be like on fire or stolen. Really rough place. At Westminster Road. It's having a freak out somewhere because it's not Oh, it's now corrected it. Yeah, I remember there was a school run that went down this one, and it was like, well, obviously it's a school, it was once a day, but no one was ever shown it. It was the case of when you got to doing it, it was, yeah, you take that turn there, and you just follow that down, you can't go wrong. No, of course not. Right, day drive, there we go. So 76 has now been updated. Every 30 minutes? Don't think so. Let's make that every 50. That'll update tomorrow. Did you say, Stefan, the 409 from Ashton to Oldham, have I got half of that already? No. Doesn't the 409 go all the way to Rochdale? I'd say it was rough for the Moss side, yes. Yeah, wasn't the 409 Ashton, Oldham, Rochdale? Which is also just out of... I say it's just out of shot. If we actually go back into research, what we've got to get? 50,000. And there, I don't know why it won't let me do it. Oh, because I'm below coverage now. Yeah, Rochdale via... Yeah, so what we can do is we can get this coverage up and then we can just do it all in one go. No, I don't have Rochdale unlocked yet. We need to do a bit more coverage. We've got Middleton up there. Was it the 112, wasn't it, that went Middleton to Manchester? And it was Manchester Piccadilly, wasn't it, that it was the 112. I think I've got the 114 in there. I've got something in here. Oh, that's 118. Sure, it's the 11. I know the 114 did this stupid estate, which was also rough as hell. And 112. Well, I think what we can do is we can do the 112 and then shifty it or into Middleton Depot when we got the funds, because I don't think we have the funds for another depot yet. Even if we stuck it down, that's a railway line, not a road. We stuck it down there. Be 600,000 to build it. Even if we were building a shite one, it's 300,000, 200,000, so we can't do that. So yeah, I think we'll just wait for Rochdale to become unlocked. What we can do is we can get a bit more coverage by doing the 112. We can do that. We can just shove what we can out of Hyde Road at the moment and then work to get the money to be able to shove over onto another depot. So the 112. Because I'd just be able to use the automatic return stuff. So the 112 went from like there. And then it did Church Street. Shoedale Mains. Went straight up Rochdale Road. Until the other rough place, otherwise known as Harper Hay. And buggered off down here. Streaming Elements is having a fun time. Yeah, buggered off round here. Then went up the hill after you've dodged everyone. Through on Moston Lane. Yeah. We're not really painting a very good picture of Manchester here, are we? Everywhere is like, well, that's rough. That's rough. You know. And then it went up this way. Navigated the hellhole that is of a roundabout to navigate in Middleton. Down Greengate. You bashed your head off the roof as you went over that stupid bump in the road. Past the petrol station. You got here, made sure you turn left, otherwise you were losing the top of the bus on a bridge. Then you went down here. Round that sharp bend. And then, this was the strange one, wasn't it? You went... Oh no. Did the 112 turn left onto Oldham Road and across the roundabout? Or did it go straight across? I can't remember. Because some services came down here and other services went across and around and then came in the back. I can't remember which way the 112 went now. I'm pretty sure it went Townley Street originally. Yeah, I thought it did. And it went round there. And then it went across the roundabout. Did this little wiggle crap. Then into Middleton bus station. That looks right. Well, in our world, it's doing that way round. Gives a bit more coverage. Right, this is going to freak out because there is no return on part of that route. But let's give that a go. Let's see if it can work it out. "46 minutes to do the route. Only if you was lucky." Oh no, it's managed it. It's managed some version of it. Expected passenger volumes 115 to 130, 310. That sounds about right. 112 was like busy. But then again, the whole of Moston Lane was busy. I can't say a lot of the things I would say about Moston Lane, but yeah, Moston Lane was a busy route. It's a bit like the 192, but with loads of different numbers, and I still don't understand why people ran for that. Activate it now. It'll probably freak out because we're going to have it tomorrow now. Do I have enough buses? I have enough buses. These buses are getting busy now. Still got a few that only have like one job. So there's still plenty to be going at here. So that's the 112. I think we can stick in. Oh yeah, because it's Monday night now. I think we can stick in the 114. Now that one did the same from Piccadilly. I'm lost. Oh, there's Piccadilly. Piccadilly Gardens. It came out the same. Down Charlotte Street. Did Shoedill the same. Rochdale Road. Was the 114? It was the same as the 112, but it went round that estate, didn't it? I seem to remember one cutting across here and going up Rochdale Road for some reason. Yes. See, I am thinking of the right one. Yes, it turned at the fire station, didn't it? So down, not that road. Not that road. That one. No. Come on, game. That one. Then went on to Thompson Street, Royal Mail. Then headed up here. And then when it got to Queen's Road, it went... Yeah, that's it, Accrington. Then it went across Queen's Road. Then I think it went up Monsell. Yes, it comes back now. Then it went down here. Around the cop shop. Around that roundabout. Then up this road. Because it's not that one. No. Went up here. Then when it got to here, did Moston Lane, Kenyon Lane. I think. No, because it came out there. Hang on, hang on. No, I see the route, I see the route. Went down Kenyon Lane. And then up this way. And here it went over there. Then joined there. Then did a 112 across Greengate. Then turned at the petrol station. Came around here. And then... Oh, God. Then I can't remember. Stefan, I got your message. I know I can't do, unfortunately, anything about that until I log into Stream Elements. Oh, and I don't know what account Streaming Elements actually has logged in to it on here. Or even if I can log into it. Streaming Elements. Dashboard. Well, it's still logged in, so hang on. Chatbot timers. That one can stay, that one can stay, that one needs to go, that one needs to go. Right, it might not update it straight away, but apparently that one did. Terminated at the roundabout. I did a few that went down all the way to Middleton. Sure I did. Because I did a video on it. But the roundabouts were a nightmare. Like the late trips terminated at this roundabout it was. But the later trips carried on. I'm sure it went round here. Or the early trips carried on. Oh yeah, and then the village. Yeah, that's looking right. Yep, that... It might not be 100% accurate. But this is roughly what I remember it. He went like round this horseshoe thing here. We didn't go down there, I remember that. We didn't touch that. Whatever that's supposed to be. Yeah, it was all a bit... I might be thinking of the 415 because I knew that route as well. So are we gonna... Shall we terminate the 114 at the roundabout then? And then do the 415 all the way through? That might be a better option, mightn't it? Let's do that. So let's terminate the 114 at the roundabout. And if I remember rightly, it didn't run that often, did it, the 114? I think it was like an every hour service. Right, so we're back there now. So yeah, we'll terminate that there. Unfortunately, that doesn't add much to our coverage. But, hey ho. It's another route, isn't it? More pennies in the cough. I don't remember, to be honest. I remember... No, I'm not 100% sure either. We'll have that running every 90 minutes as well. I think I'm remembering more the 415. I remember something came out at this junction here. But that could have been the 415. To tell you the truth. I only remember doing the 114. I worked evenings though and late, so I only really remember doing the 114 to there. I can't remember doing it all the way through. Either way, we've picked there. Sod it. That'll do. I'll look at tomorrow now. We're going to have some more vehicles. We need another bus driver at least. There we go. I've just hired a load of bus drivers. Some people doing 98 hours here. A lot of work. That's why we need to split the depots up. I'm still too shit. What the hell? How about now? Yay, there we go. 415, that was Middleton Oldham, wasn't it? So there to there via everywhere, pretty much. And that would be handy to get in, but really I could do with that Middleton depot first. Which was the one? There was one of the 1-1s, wasn't there, that went down here, the Tesco's, and technically terminated at the Tesco's, but called at the Tesco's twice. Was that? I think that was the 116, wasn't it? That did that little shred of messing about. Sure, that was the 116. You had the 118, the 112. I think you had a 11. Did you have a 113 as well? Or was that binned off? Don't think there was a 115. This is hard work, this. This is like... got it more than 4 years since I was at Middleton. I've got it paused as well. I'm sure it's the 116 that went on this estate here. Another estate that was so rough that you didn't wait on it. You were told to wait at the Tesco's if you had time. It was a weird one. You went round the estate twice. Once to finish the route, and then you went round once to start the route. Really odd setup. But I think that came down... I think that came down this street. No, it wouldn't have been that street. This street. Yeah. Then joined the road there. Darted across there. Came down here. Turned up. Came up here. Down there. And then terminated back at Tesco's. Charlie, I presume you're on the 415 there. See, it wants me to increase the 52% of the buildings and points of interest in your services connected afterwards. Yeah, it was... The 1-1s were strange as a set of routes, because it was sort of like they're all the same route, but they all had like subtle differences to them. You know, I'm sure it was the 116 that went up there, because the 116 went to the hospital. No, it didn't. No, the 116 did the 118 to that point, then went up there. Fair enough. And the 116, I believe, off the top of my head, did the same route as the 118 until it got to this estate here, then it buggered off. And I tell you what, even if it didn't do that, that's what it's doing now. 116. We are going to get to a point where it's going to go, you don't have enough buses. Right, where are we? I'm lost. There we go. Piccadilly Gardens. Church Street. Shoedill. I'm sure the 116 went straight up Rochdale Road. 119. It could have been the 119. Yes, it was. It was the 119 to Dam Head. That was it. Yes, the 119 Dam Head. That was the one. That did exactly the same as a 118. Sure it did. And then when it got to the estate, it went off and did the little bit up to Dam Head. I'll change the route number in a minute. So it did there, and then went up here. Went up here, because this was a nightmare at school time. Then on to Victoria Avenue. I was thinking of the one that went near the hospital. Was that the 129 or the 149? I think it was the 149. I think it was. Victoria Ave, then it came down here. Then went round here. This route won't be 100% accurate. Yeah, then it did that. And then I'm not going to do it to go back there. We're just going to go for the return from here. Pretty much. I mean, it's going to have a freak out and probably send it back round on itself anyway. But yeah, 119 to Dam Head. There might have been actually the 115 and the 116. Yeah, the 149 was the one that went to the hospital and then served up that road as well, because that was served in a single decker every 90 minutes. Right, let's see if we've got enough buses tomorrow. Sign buses. Oh, yeah, we still have enough. But we don't have enough staff. I don't even know at this point how many staff Hyde Road actually has. There we go. Let's carry on playing it so we get some money. Yeah, so we've got... Yeah, that was another marathon route, that. But that one I can't remember. I remember it doing... It came in the hospital a different way, didn't it? Because it didn't go down the hill. It came in... I'm sure it came in from this side. Because it did Victoria Avenue. But it did some weird stuff. I think it came down like round here or something. Yeah, that rings. Yeah, and it came down here because that's a steep hill with some flats. And then I can't remember if it turned left and went up that way or it turned right and came down this sharp turn here. But then I remember it did something down here. Because it went up. It went down round Queen's Road. Went up here. Went over this way. Then for most of the time I did it, we turned left here, right here. Come up here and went round. Because this road was closed. But then this road opened. We did here. Left here to the hospital. I might be thinking of a completely different route number here. And then it left here. Then I think it did that sharp turn onto there. Came up here. Up here. Then I think it went round there. Did something here. Come out on Victoria Avenue. Came down Victoria Avenue. Did this load of scribbling crap. Then I don't remember it after that. To be honest. There were some long ass routes we did. Or maybe not so much long, but complex. Confusing. I'm calling it quits soon. Going for like an hour and a half. What I might have to do is leave this running to get some money together. So then we can blat out some other one. Honestly can't remember the proper route for the 149. No, I remember what... The 149. I somewhat seem to remember a 129. But I don't know if I remember that from Cliff. Or what, but I remember the 425. Again, that's another route that we'd have to do, get the Oldham depot. I think to do Oldham, we need Oldham. So we need to get the depot from Middleton. And then we can bang out all the Middleton routes. You had the 81 as well, didn't you, that went bleeding everywhere. But what is our coverage up to now? 28%. We need 30% to get the next upgrade. So we do need to do a few more routes. But we are doing them because we're covering here. Got the 76 up to there. I mean, we've got Ashton Depot already, so we could do the 409. Could do the 409 up to Oldham, as Stefan suggested originally, which then would get us a little bit more in the coverage. 129 round. I honestly can't remember the proper route for one. I forgot about the 129. That went around Langley, didn't it? That rings a bell, yeah. I'm sure I drove the 129 and the 149. Sure I did. I remember doing the 350. That's the point. Can we do the 350? Have we got enough map? Yeah, because we've got Dalf, Upper Mill, Greenfield, Mosley, Millbrook. Shall we box out the 350, make it run out of Ashton? Because that might push our map coverage quite well, because that's all the way up there. And we've not been up there. So I think that might be a wise move. Yeah, Stotts used to run the 129. And the 81 used to bugger off up. Went up here somewhere. $350 is going to be a tricky one. I've got to bleeding remember it. Where is... Right, well, there's Tameside Hospital. Somewhere around here. There. Right. Let's try this. The 350. Yeah, I can do quite a few routes here in Tameside. The problem is buying buses to fit in the Ashton Depot, and I don't think the Ashton Depot is very big, if I'm honest. I don't think I've got a big depot here. No, it's only a 1-star depot, so it can only hold so many buses. 25. I mean, I've only got 7 in there at the moment, so that's not too bad. Right, so bus routes, new routes. The problem is, because Manchester's such a big area, to do a lot of the routes, I need a lot of the map unlocked. But because you have the restriction to unlock the map, you need so much coverage of the map. It makes it a little bit difficult to be able to undo it. Well, Ashton Line interchange. And then it went out this way. It didn't do that. Penny Meadow. Didn't do that. It's going to insist on doing that. Was the 129 a circular? Is that what I'm thinking of? Went up there, did Tameside General Hospital. Then came back out. Went up here. yeah, then down here. Then that was the fire station bits. And it went down here. Oh, God. Which way did it go now? Well, it didn't go to Lee's. It headed down to Greenfield. Oh, yeah, it went down here. Yeah, this is that. Yeah, this is the hill. Got to there. Then it went down here. Then down there. No, let's not argue about what buses we've seen on what. Then I think it went down here, around here. Yeah, because this is the hill. Yeah, then came down here. It did a lap round here. Then went over this way. I've just done hay farm, haven't I? That's hay farm, innit? It's looking right. This might not be 100% accurate, this. Yeah, then round that little roundabout. Greenfield. Then up that windy bit. Then you had that bit where you went straight over. It went down here. Upper Mill. Went straight through Upper Mill. Then there. Dobcross. Where's the little stupid bit it went up? I think that was in Delph. I think. Yeah, it's there in Delph. Yeah, this looks familiar. Yeah, then across there. Then King Street. And it went up that stupid little bit. That didn't look suitable for a bus. And came round. Came back down. Then looking at the bus stops, it went down this road. Yeah, this rings a bell. You are talking about EVs, and I'm trying to remember where the bleeding route went. Down here. The 350 went straight through Lee's, didn't it? It didn't mess about. It was direct. I think it was direct. Don't remember it doing any weird stuff. Sure, it's the 81 that did weird stuff. I don't know if Charlie will take offence to being called a bus nerd, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. From Oldham, it goes straight up the A62 to Uppermill. That's what I thought. Where's Uppermill? Oh yeah, but it does Delph as well. Dobcross, Uppermill, Waterhead. That's not on this map. Didn't do Denshaw, did it? That looks right. Don't think it did Denshaw. No. Didn't do Denshaw. Comes in the wrong end of Delph. But well, however it went, this is how it's going now. This is what we've decided. And now the bleeding hell do we get to Oldham? Yeah, I think that looks right. That looks right. Out of Ashton, straight up there. Mosley, middle. It's Greenfield, Uppermill, Dobcross, New Delph, which was that little junction. Yeah, because you did the little loop round Delph, which is up that little stupid country road that's like just wide enough for the bus. You did that, and then you came back down. You did a right, then you did a left. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Let it calculate the return. I'm pretty sure that's correct anyway. If not, it's not far off it. See, the crazy bit is that if I went and got my bus, right, and started driving these routes to do videos, I would just remember them. But because I'm trying to look at a map to remember them, I'm struggling. We need to remember to set this to be out of Ashton. And I think I'm going to set this for like every 2 hours. Because that would work out right an hour each way, because we're not doing separate in and outs. So that would work about right. Every 2 hours. We'll keep it at 2 hours all the time, no matter what. Flipping hell. This game thinks this route's popular. Apparently, the expected passenger volume per tour is 290 people to 1,175 people. Does it know that no one wants to go where this bus goes? Ashton. Activate now. We're still in the middle of the night shift. Ashton. Do not have enough buses. And unfortunately, I don't even have enough enough money Stockport have a spare bus. Do they have a spare one tomorrow? They do. So we've got enough drivers. Apparently we don't have enough buses to cover shifts in both Hyde Road and Danebat and Ashton. Oh, we're not going to make much difference on that one. So, unfortunately, until we get some money, so these have all been assigned. Right, if we go over to Dorbank, throw one of them over to Ashton. And hopefully it should arrive in Ashton. But I don't know what the delay is. So we've got some good coverage there. That is a good amount of the map. It says there's 8 buses there now. Oh. Do you really want to cancel the shift? This will have a negative... Yeah, whatever. Be no different than the normal service, I suppose. And we just need some money. Yeah, we need some money. I don't even know what the condition of a lot of my vehicles are. I think it's all automatic at the moment. A lot of stagecoach buses there. It's Ashton. There we go, there's the bus. We do shifts today. You do that run. You do that one. So that assigns everyone there. Hyde Road, we're missing one. It says we're missing one, but unless it's already gone out. Missing 6 apparently. But that's at a right, it doesn't tell you which ones are missing. So I'm missing, like, because of how that draws, 2 buses there. They should all be yellow by now. Well, yeah, I know, but, you know. Come on, don't you love, you know, your old school stagecoach stripes on a Trident? You know, that's also going to Torquay. Or your Blackpool Transport Platinum President in Manchester. Or your first ALX 400. That's the way I have. And then you've got, yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, they don't do that paint scheme for all of them. I don't think. When's this one due out? Apparently it's going. Let's have a look. Paint. Send that one to paint. Ironically, Blackpool Transport never had black. Well, that's what the destination display says. That's what someone painted it as. I don't know if they are presidents. Waiting for my bus to go in the fuel in to the paint booth. There we go. Load templates with the first Olympian, and that one we don't have. I don't think we have any B network. I don't think someone's. We got the swoops, the megabus. Oh no. Someone has done it. Apply. 200 quid. Easy through. Oh dear. It's not even in the right font. Oh no. Paint. We're up to 30.4% now in coverage. We can get another upgrade as soon as we got the money, but my money seems to be going down more than it's going up at the moment. I think I need to do some authentic fare adjustments. Tickets. 134%. Way, let's stick that up to £2. Hey, we need some more money. B network. Are we happy now? They're going yellow. About the same rate they are in real life. They look stupid. I mean, at least in this one, we have the right font. In this one, it's just got like New Roman type on the side of it that says B network. Oh dear. Got some bendy buses too. They haven't got liveries on them though. Some tri-axles. I bet they have a few at 11.50. We can get that in a paint shop. Yeah, my money's like going down very quickly. It's like a team being. I bet the same poor B network jobs available for this Enviro 200 MMC. Yeah, I suppose so. I don't think this B network livery is 100 because I'm sure the roofs are white, you know. I'm sure they've gone for the white roofs. They've not printed the fleet numbers like you would expect on them, but I'm sure they've got white roofs. You just can't see it because they've done it really, really well, but I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. Load local templates. Oh no, I don't think that's gone very well. I think we'll just go in the workshop and double check that one. I think that's the one for this model. Oh no, it's not. We'll subscribe to them all, and we've got an extra bus. Yeah, I'm sure they're white roofed. I need the MMC. Let me. I don't think anyone's done it. I think we've got the 200s. I can't remember what bus we're looking for here. That's not right because that's on a 400. It's the 11.5 metre 200. Ah. It's a bit of a weird one. They seem to have gone like half and half, haven't they? Because the white roofs used to be so they could print like the fleet number or the number on the top of the bus so you could see it from the air. A London thing. Where's all my money gone? I'm not doing much in fares. It is only 5:51 in the morning. I'm a mechanic and desperately need a break. Yeah, whatever. We're not really mending the buses. Speed things up. Go to the map. And hopefully the money should go in. And then... yeah, we still have the... yeah. The roofs very rarely get painted, let's be honest. Ah, yeah, so we had the Sunday, which was a low fare route. And then we're going to Monday, which we did 179,000. We're minus 56,000 at the moment. But I'm pretty sure as that takes off, I think we don't have much in the way of people wanting, because we've only got like 42% of the population that we're serving wanting to use the bus. And I think that's down to the fact that we don't have Wi-Fi or anything like that. And probably most of the buses, well, most of the ones I've got are still sheds. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to let this run to be able to get the money. I mean, we need to sell 196,000 tickets. We get 72,000 for that. So that's like easy money. Yeah, because we're going up now. But I'm going to leave it here anyway. And... well, hang on a minute. Before we go, we can solve... which depot was it that was short of buses? Ashton. Buy a new bus. Two of those. Don't quite have enough yet. Hang on. Right, we just need... see, these are all taken. We need... hopefully the new buses arrive before this shift clock runs out. They should do. Don't know whether I need to leave the depot and come back in. Hang on, did I get them for the right depot? Are they in here somewhere? Wow! I need a bigger ticket office. Where's them buses I've just bought? Mileage. Don't tell you what the bloody mileage is though. That's one of them. I got them for the wrong depot, that's one of them. Yep, there they are. should be able to go to here. Hit play. And hopefully they should turn up. Hopefully. I think I've got to wait for them to get to the edge of the map. I think this shift is going to fail. It's assigned them anyway. So we are making good money now. We were halfway through the day, 92,000. So we're probably on for 20,000. 200,000. So 144 now. 100-minute wait time in the service centre. I won't be waiting 100 minutes for anything. But I don't think, at the moment, I don't think there's much point in expanding now until we've got, like, we can do a lot of Oldham, we can do a lot of Tameside, as Stefan said. We just need the money to buy the buses, basically, and get the extra depots we need. So I think that's what we'll be working on. I think the game's bugged out. There we go. $170,000. I might get, next Thursday now, but I might get the DLC for the electric buses for this. And yeah, the service centre is well, it's looking a little less busy now, but there's still a 30-minute wait, because for some reason they come into the service centre to buy a weekly ticket, which is a bit odd. But I could do with, like, sort of rejigging things. I've got wasted land here, so I can move, like, some of the stuff over. You got these that are go on holiday. These have managed to get stuck somehow. Let me put some. I don't even know. I think it's a brake room now. That's dignified, isn't it? Open the door and something. That is dignified, to say the least. Oh dear. Right, well, at least they're not stuck in there now. Yeah, so like the bathroom, we can put that over here. Whoa! There's a few people waiting. Jesus. Oh dear. What time is it? 11 o'clock. Right, I think I might do a live stream tomorrow. Don't know whether it'll be in the morning or it'll be in the evening again. But I think we'll continue this on, and I think what we'll do is we'll work on maybe sorting this problem and this problem. Because we've got 2 bathrooms here now and all, so I obviously was in the middle of doing something. We'll shufty this round over here. We've got plenty of washes and a nice big workshop area. We've got obviously wasted space here. And the lockers don't really do anything, so we could always just put the lockers like along there and along here. You know, and just hide them out of the way. But yeah, that is 130-minute waiting time. That is, yeah. I think we may be missing out on a bit of revenue here. Just a bit. That is ridiculous. We can't exactly move the fuel pump and the wash, but we could move this stuff. And then bring that room out here, because this is one big, this is ridiculous, this size office. But there's no reason why we can't put the offices down the sides, you know, or in like these spaces here where there's room. Nothing stops that. And then we can have a big service centre here. Yeah, this is pretty ridiculous. I don't know if with the closed now. I'm presuming they serve everyone. Right. Don't have enough buses, never mind selling them. I'm presuming they serve everyone. Everyone just seems to be walking about this spot. Oh dear. But the room is empty now. We're halfway, nearly halfway to our total. Well, we are halfway to the selling the tickets. But I think this is quite cheap to do, so if we do this, the money can be building. So I think we'll leave it there anyway. Thank you for everyone who has joined us. Thank you for joining, Stefan and Charlotte. You've been great to talk to, and we will touch on it more in another episode. I think I'm going to come back to doing this again and trying, now the computer will hold this size map. I've just got to be a bit kinder to it. And like I say, I'll probably do a bit off the stream just to get it moving, get that money going, and go from there. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Thank you for the super chat. It's much appreciated, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.